Maybe you feel tension in your body, tightness in your neck or shoulders, a feeling of oppression on your chest or throat. So let's do some EFT tapping so we can start shifting the energy coming out of fight or flight so your body can finally relax. Even though I have so much tension in my body, it hurts. I have shallow breathing. And it's hard for me to relax right now. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though there is so much tension in my body. And maybe I know what happened. Something or someone upset me. And maybe it's random. I soothe and comfort myself and this tension. My body is speaking to me. Even if I don't want to listen, the pain and tension is making itself very clear. I feel tightness in my chest or throat. Maybe I even have cramps in my body. I'm feeling pain in my neck, in my head. Maybe my shoulders are very tight. I might have tried stretching. And it doesn't really seem to work. My body doesn't feel safe enough to relax right now. And maybe I am stressed now. Or I went through a lot of stress. And I'm feeling better emotionally. But my body is still in fight or flight. I'm taking an important moment now to acknowledge whatever it is I'm feeling or not feeling. Maybe I didn't have the luxury of pausing because I was in survival. Because things needed to be managed. And no one would do it except me. So I'm taking some time for me now. Letting my body know that at least in this very moment, I don't need to be in fight or flight. My mind and body are ready for a tiger attack. So I'm tensing up to either fight back or run. In this moment, I can relax and even welcome some movement or flow. And I would like to say thank you. Thank you to all of my little cells for doing your best. Thank you to my subconscious mind and limbic system for bracing. That was absolutely necessary and important at some point. But now, I almost feel like I can't really breathe right. I feel restricted. I would like to relax, to have a moment of physical peace. So I choose to work together with my body, allowing to feel even a tiny bit of relaxation. Whether that's in my big toe or in my neck, I welcome some peace in some parts of me. And realize I can choose to make it bigger. Even when danger is over, the human species can still trigger fight or flight. Animals don't do that. And maybe that's why they are overall healthier. After a shock, they shake it off, literally, and resume to a state of homeostasis. I give myself permission to relax. Maybe I've never witnessed anyone being relaxed in my surroundings. Maybe I don't want to betray them by being too happy and chilled. But is this something I want to cultivate? What if, when the tide rises, all boats rise together? What if me allowing some relaxation can help not only me but others to relax too? What if I find more creative solutions when I'm relaxed? What if my body thought fight or flight was the best way? But there's a different way that works just as good. What if I can keep fight or flight for tigers and invite more movement and openness in my body? I choose to acknowledge the emotions, people, or events that caused this tension. I choose to acknowledge the anger, sadness, or hurt that happened. I choose to acknowledge that I was put in a hard position or stressful situation. I choose to acknowledge that my body reacted to a very real feeling of threat. And I honor all of these emotions or events that I could never express fully. But I had to put in a corner because I had to be functioning. The times I couldn't speak back. The times I felt helpless or abandoned. All of the big and small events that created this tension in my body. Releasing the tension doesn't mean that it was not bad. It doesn't mean I'm over what happened. It simply means I love myself enough to create a healthy inner environment. And maybe no one gave me that. And if I have to be the first one, I will. I choose to take this moment as an act of self-love and nurturing. To be a bit more carefree or positive. I allow myself to relax just a little more. In my mind, my body, and my spirit. It is safe to release some or all of this tension now. Okay, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Maybe you're feeling called for some movement. Maybe you feel that the tension has moved in your body, which would be a fantastic sign. Sometimes we feel, well, maybe my neck is better, but now my knee is hurting or my ribs are tight or whatever. In EFT, when pain or tension moves to a different part of the body, it means that we very successfully knocked down one aspect that is contributing, or that is the root cause of why we have the tension in the first place. So now basically a different aspect is showing up, which can change position in the body. And maybe everything vanished, which I really hope it did. And in any case, I hope that the pain or the tension diminished. Remember, even if danger is over, our body doesn't always realize that and can store tension for a threat that was in the past and that we've even digested or not emotionally. But maybe, just to take a classic example, we were very scared and did this because we saw, I don't know, an animal, a snake or whatever. And I know now that the danger is over, but all of the tissues that got contracted at that moment don't know that the threat is over. So EFT helps immensely. Somatic exercises, sometimes just shaking, like stand up and shake, just the way that you feel your body wants to take you. And speaking to your cells actually works brilliantly well. You can imagine going in the area of your body where you're feeling a lot of tension, and imagine that all your little cells are kind of like looking at you like that, and you can allow them to relax, or imagine a beautiful, waterfall of fresh water going over them, or like a hot, comforting environment, whatever floats your boat. So thank you so much for choosing to take the time to do something that was loving for you today through this video, and I will see you in the next one.